tomorrow. Marks 13 years since the tragic Station Nightclub fire that claimed 100 lives and injured so many others. A ceremony to remember the lives lost was held last weekend. And joining us live in studio this morning, a face familiar to many of you, David Kane, whose son Nick was the youngest victim of that fire. And good morning to you, and thanks for joining us. Always good to see you.
Well, thanks for inviting us.
You know, this is a question that we've asked over the years, and it's a tough question. For some people, the answer is yes. For some people, the answer is no. Do things get any easier after all this time?
Well, I think it's about learning how to deal with what has happened with you. That's our lesson in life, isn't it? When you think about it, It isn't what happens to you; it's what you have decided to do with it. And in that sense, I think people have learned to deal in their own way.
You know, it is so important in many of these tragedies to keep the memory alive, and you certainly have done that for your son over and over again. One of the ways you've done that is to write a book. And we've interviewed you about the book, but tonight you're actually going to be holding a book signing event, right?
Yeah, we're going to be at Barrington Books Retold in Garden City at 7 o'clock. And I'm also putting on a presentation. It's a PowerPoint presentation showing some of the evidence of the many signs that we've gotten from Nick to let us know that not only is he here, but all of our loved ones stay with us and love us always.
Yeah, Wellputo has interviewed you many times over the years about the play that was put on, and about your book as well. I think for our viewers who may not be familiar with the story, tell us about one of those signs that struck you and your wife.
Well, one of the biggest ones that we have had as with evidence is having to do with my wife worrying that Nicky suffered in the blaze, that he felt the flames that drove her crazy. And every medium we'd been to said to us, no pain. That was the phrase, no pain. When we asked, no pain. If we didn't ask, they'd say, no pain. Well, one day we were tagging a Christmas tree, and she was in that mode, and I was kind of jumping on her and saying, listen, when are you going to get it? This boy doesn't want you sad. He doesn't want you crying. He's told you 1,000 times, no pain. And we get in the car, and we're on Breakneck Hill Road in Lincoln. We're going up the hill, and I say to her, what do you want me to do? Put it in writing? And as soon as I said that, a car coming from the other direction had the vanity plate, no pain. An amazing moment. Amazing.
And there were so many, and you're going to be sharing those tonight at
We're
your
going to show
signing.
real evidence so people can decide for themselves what they think and understand that their loved ones have not left them. They're with them always.
You know, part of the reason you're doing this is not only to promote the book and your son's memory, but also to help with this permanent memorial in West Warwick.
Right. All the money from the book goes to the Station Fire Memorial, and we're getting close. We're finally going to have a groundbreaking in the spring, I'm hoping, and we're very, very close to having all the money too, so we're excited. At
last note, we had raised about $1.6 million, so you're still several hundred short,
right,
thousand
exactly.
short.
Yeah. But with God's help, of course, things will happen. Things will go as they're supposed to go, and I can't wait.
Well, you know, Rhode Islanders are always thinking of you on this
Thanks
tough day.
so much.
Thank you so much, David. And for more on the effort to build that permanent memorial or about the book signing and to see this interview again, just head to WPRI.com.